I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start.
Scott, can you pass the beans, please?
Fuck you, these are my beans.
I want the beans, man! I'm hungry! I'm tired of drinking my own urine.
Be happy with your imaginary bacon bits, goddammit.
Okay, I just said drinking my own urine. Did you happen to click on the video I put on Facebook?
No.
Oh, it is so disgusting. It has people talking about the video, but there was it was on TLC apparently, this lady who, it was My Strange Addiction, and she was addicted to drinking her own urine.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one.
Oh, God. It was one of those things where, like, you know, she was brushing her teeth with it, and the whole time, like, I can't do it! I can't do it!
Two girls, one cup reality.
It was. And I'm just like, you know, lady, you just ostracize yourself for the rest of your life. You're like, there is no coming back from that. Like, if I was your neighbor, and I saw you get in the paper, you waved at me and be like, oh, you drink your own piss, you sick fuck! What's wrong with you?
You want a drink? Come on over.
I know, and the whole thing was, and the guys who were talking about it, they made an excellent point. They never mentioned, shit, how the fuck do you start doing that? Like, what are you, like, one day you just, well, she's a woman too, so you can't even do that accidental, like, pee in your face type thing. I don't know how do you even start doing that just one day? It looks like lemonade.
Huh, I wonder what this tastes like.
I don't know, it's so, oh, God. Yeah, dude, just thinking about that, just, anyways. Yeah, I almost want to put that video on our site just so people can just, like, start gagging. Most puke ever on a video game website. Yes. I also, how you doing, Scott?
I'm pretty good.
Pretty good. Have a good Friday.
Yeah, just got out of class, so.
Yeah, I had an interesting time in Denver the other day. So, I'm walking down the street, Scott. Not the street, but I'm in the campus area. And I'm walking just forward, and, you know, people don't understand the universal signal of headphones mean don't fucking speak to me, but whatever. So, this homeless thing, I couldn't tell what it was, but it came up to me, and I found out very quick, when it started speaking, this is a transvestite. So it's a homeless transvestite, and it's the grossest creature I've ever seen. I have nothing against transvestites. I know, this sounds horrible, but this one was nasty. Like, you know, this one, you know, it was homeless. It was gross. It hasn't showered. It had facial hair, but yet it spoke and acted like a female, and I could not tell what it was, but I noticed it got pissed off at me for a couple of things. I don't know what to call it, he or she, because I called it a she. So first of all, the first thing it called me, asked me for money. It said, hey, do you have any money for, like, the bus or burger or, you know, phone? Payphone? I was like, well, you need money for all three of those things. That's really, you're really pushing it there. And I said, I'm sorry, all my money's on cards, so I don't have change with me. I never have any actual bills or change. I'm sorry about that. And first the thing started giving me a glare. And then I said, I'm sorry, ma'am. And then, that really pissed him. I want to say it's a him because it got pissed off at me saying ma'am. But it just looked at me and he's just like, what the fuck you just call me? I'm just like, I'm walking away now. So I probably, I am actually surprised he did not pull out a knife on me. But it was really disgusting and it smelled like cheeseburgers. No, I'm kidding. Cheeseburgers smell delicious. It smelled like, rotting ricotta cheese on top of frog, maybe.
And fart.
But it was a very interesting thing. I rarely get homeless people that actually get mad at me when I say no.
Right.
Oh yeah, and the best part was when I walk away, he starts cussing at me under his breath. Just like, yeah, you son of a bitch, I'm just like, what do you want? I don't know what to tell you. I got your sex wrong and I don't have any money. What do you want from me?
I want your Captain America hat.
I don't, maybe I was wearing it. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if I look like a person of means or something. Like when I'm walking down the street, I have like my Pimp King twirling it, just playing, I don't know, that Bee Gees song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't. I would try to sing it, but I don't know the actual lyrics. So it's just me going, no time to talk. You know, that song. But I don't know. And so yeah, that was my interesting thing in Denver. And then just coming home today, I picked up Infamous. You know, for $5 because I had a $60 pre-order on another game, and I'm like, well, that game I have no idea when it's coming out. So I'm just going to take the money off the pre-order, put it on the Infamous, and just get Infamous for, like, nothing. And so I walk in there, and I said, hey, man, can I get Infamous? And he's like, yeah, sure, and all that. And it's like, all right. And I gave him my Power Rewards card and all that bullshit. And then I said, hey, can you take the money off Mad Max and put it on Infamous? He's like, wait, you want it all off? I'm like, yeah, I want the money off of Mad Max, the pre-order, and put it on Infamous. But then you won't have the pre-order. I know this! I don't know if I'm gonna buy that game here. So I need you to take the money. And he's, well, you want to leave some money on there? I'm like, no. I want the money. I want the $60 I have on that because I just wanted you guys to hold on to the money while, you know, I do other things. And I want you to put it on Infamous. And it was like one of those things where it's like I was trying to explain, like, what the meaning of
trigonometry to it.
Like I was trying to explain to him, like, what the meaning of pi was. Like, oh, you know, literally it just keeps going on forever. And he was just like, wait, what? And he was new because I go to that GameStop quite a bit, the one that, you know, you live pretty close to and I live pretty close to. I go to that quite a bit, and I recognize most of the original crew that works there. So this guy was new. And honestly, I was a little bit kind of concerned that he wasn't even going to be able to do it. Like, he was going to press something and, like, fuck it up or something. Like, yeah, sorry, I just put it on the new Call of Duty. I don't know what I'm doing. And then I have to wait another 15 minutes just to get the goddamn game. I don't know. And then,
I put it on Call of Duty Spirits.
Spirits. The sequel to Ghosts. Yeah. And then they keep trying to push, and like, I went in there to pick up Metal Gear and Infamous. God damn, do they want me to trade in my games? And I almost want to look at them like, you know what? Almost like 1/3 of your stock is probably my shit because I come in here once every 6 months and trade in like 50 games. So stop trying to push your trade-ins on me.
Speaking of trade-ins, guess who's going to do trade-ins soon? Fucking Walmart.
Why?
Oh, because they want to try and kill GameStop where Best Buy failed.
Yeah, I hate to do this to get Walmart too. If Best Buy couldn't do it, and they're known for their electronics, how the fuck are you gonna do it? I can't even get anybody to help me in electronics. How the hell are you gonna do trade-ins? You're gonna have one asshole walk in there with 50 games. Guess what? You know, me just trying to make you some money. Oh Lord.
Oh Lordy.
Oh Lordy.
Gotta be like Black from the South. Oh Lord.
Damn it. The Bloody Screen Podcast does not promote racism in any shape, way, or form. But anyways.
And now this. Why are Asian eyes so squinty?
God damn it. Yes. But, you know.
Because atomic bombs are really bright. Yay!
Alright, let's get into what we're playing this week. What'd you play this week, Scott? What'd you play this week? Another year of racism.
God damn it. I played some Battlefield, some Grand Theft Auto, some Halo. I just started South Park.
I'm South Park.
I like South Park, and I would be playing it right now, except that I want to actually hear the story instead of get bitched at for, you know, having the story on.
Yeah, that would be kind of annoying if everyone heard the story going. Yeah, but before I got Metal Gear, I was just literally, I got all the way through Red Dead Undead Nightmare. Did you play that?
Nice.
Did you play the Red Dead? Oh.
I have,
I love Undead Nightmare. It's like, you know, you got a great thing known as Red Dead Redemption, and then they're like, how can we make it better? Let's make cowboys versus zombies. And this is just...
Because why the fuck not?
Yeah, this is like Brandon's wet dream. You're like, wait, I loved Red Dead Redemption to death, and then you just made it like 18 times better by giving me zombies in it, but still having a really good story with it. I mean, it's like one of my second favorite like zombie games out there. And it's a DLC. And it's like 8 hours. It's such a great deal for your $20.
Exactly. It's like if you buy a Borderlands DLC, it's an actual game.
Yeah, it's like a mini game inside it's an actual full game inside your already bigger game. And I'm just like, God, you guys really you want me just to marry Red Dead, you know.
Marry
I don't know
Rockstar.
if it's legal. Yeah, I know, marry Rockstar. Just, God. I almost want to just start sending them money, just like, thank you. No, you don't even need to put out product anymore. You're good. Yeah. And then I started playing Metal Gear. Scott, Metal Gear 5 is freaking awesome. You're gonna be happy with that game. You know, I played a half hour through it, so I'm already like a fourth done. But it on the PS4, it looks so fucking beautiful. I'm excited to finish it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited to keep playing.
Good.
Yes, and so let's move on though. Let's move on.
Oh, there was one other one that I
What?
played this week. It was,
What'd you play?
it's a free game. It's a browser game. And it actually doesn't lag like a motherfucker. It's,
Flappy Bird. No, I'm kidding.
No. Flappy Bird was last week.
Yeah, that was all shut down.
No. Now he's thinking about bringing it back.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Which, who fucking cares?
I know.
Anyway, it's, Town of Salem.
Town of Salem. Describe this, because you were telling me I should play it, but...
Yeah, Town of Salem. It's basically like Clue on the internet with strangers you've never met. So, what happens is you're in a town, there's 15 people, including you, and there's all these different roles you can take. So there's gonna be 3 mafia and 1 serial killer. The serial killer and mafia kill people at night, and the rest of the townspeople don't know who's killing people. So basically your job as a townsperson or like executioner or whatever, is to find out who the mafia or serial killer is and kill all 3 of them.
Huh.
All 4 of them. It's pretty fun, actually, because a lot of people, you can put your own name in there too. Like, I think for one game my name was, Flatulent Moose.
The Flatulent Moose, the Vigilante.
Actually, there is Vigilante too.
Oh, really? I thought you kind of sound like you're a vigilante though, because you're hunting down mafia men and serial killers and you're killing them.
Just about. Well, what it is, there's like, I can't even think of what it is. It's like a hangman's thing.
Uh-huh.
And what you do is, in the daytime, after everyone wakes up and finds dead people, so there's two times. There's daytime and nighttime. Nighttime, people die. Daytime, people are like, oh my god, they died! Who killed them? And, in the daytime, the town can vote on who they want to lynch, because they think that they're the killer.
Sorry. That sounds, speaking of racism, no.
No, there's no black characters, we're okay.
Oh god.
So, they vote on who they want to kill, and they get last words, they get judgment, they vote guilty, not guilty, whatever, and if they get killed, and they're a certain role, they can come back at night and kill other people that lynched them.
Huh.
And it's really fun. Just try it out. It's just Google townofsalem.com. It's from Blank Media Games. It's a very, very, very early startup from, like they even have a Kickstarter link to give them money and such.
Need more money.
Pretty much.
Yeah. No, that sounds like to me what they were doing. Basically, because me and Nikki G reviewed way back, like 6-7 months ago, Broforce. And Broforce was the same thing. Him and I played it when it was, free, and we were playing the beta, and we reviewed the beta. It was a fun fucking game, but then they, eventually they got a full release thing, and that's what this is sound like, where they give you a taste, you can download the free version, beta version, and then, a few months down the line when they got it fully done, you could do that. So yeah.
I don't know if they'll release a full version or not, honestly. It doesn't seem like it would really need a full paid version.
Honestly, neither did Broforce, but they, all they did was add some things. But
well,
anyway.
like what they have on there right now, they have stats and shit, so it'll be like, oh, there's 1,000 people playing 85 games of this game right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is it multiplayer?
Yeah. It's
so you're
14 people you've either never met or are in the same room with.
So the 14 people are like 3 of them or 4 of them are killers.
Yeah.
That is fucking cool.
It's awesome. I love that game.
That is exactly, when you said it was like Clue, I was like, holy shit, that is exactly like Clue, but made awesome.
It's even better when you're in the same room as people, because then you're just typing to other people. And, the other night my roommate had, some buddies over, and he's just like, it's definitely this guy, and he was sitting on the next couch over. He's just like, you motherfucker, stop selling me out!
I know, it's this guy. I keep doing it to the same motherfucker every time.
Well, there's even, like, some roles you are supposed to get lynched by the town so that you can come back at night and kill people. That's actually one of your goals, is to get lynched.
Huh. That sounds cool. So, let's move on to the top 10, though.
Okay.
where we talk about games that, have big budgets and all that.
People actually know about, yeah.
I know, that people heard about. Speaking of number 10 is Call of Duty Ghosts. That's cool. So number 9, Pokemon X and Y. Oh, fantastic. You notice how the games that we already talked about, I don't feel like talking about anymore.
Yeah.
Number 8, Minecraft. Ooh, fantastic. Alright, now number 7. This is for the US, by the way, March 15th, so last week. Awesome.
Titanfall!
Number 6 and number 7 is a game that Scott is currently playing.
Battlefield?
No.
Oh.
Dude, I'm not that good of knowing what the hell you're actually playing right now. No, South Park Stick of Truth. That is number 6 and number 7. It was, it's doing fairly well. It was number 1 when it first was released, but it's dropped down quite a bit. But we'll get into why pretty soon. Why it was kicked down from, why it only was in the top 5 for a week. Number 5, what is it, Scat?
Contra?
Yes. Close. Not even. The PC version of Titanfall. Number 5. Made $54,000. Nicely done, PC version of Titanfall. Number 4 is a 3DS game, oddly enough. Yoshi's New Island. Sold 62,000 copies. Woo? Actually, I'm still confused about this. I don't know if this is how many copies they sold or how much money they made.
52 copies?
62,000.
Okay, I was just like, if they only sold like 60 copies, that'd be funny as shit.
I know, honestly. But it's like 62,000. This is not entirely clear if this is money or if this is the number of copies. Hate to say it, Fiji charts, you need to be a little bit more clear. Put a $sign. That's all you need. Literally, that's all you need. But anyways, yeah. They did fairly well, but number 5 and number 4 didn't do as well as number 2 and number 3. Which, number 2 and number 3 are surprising on how much they sold, but it's fucking Dark Souls 2.
Okay,
Dark
that's
Souls
not honestly
2.
that surprising.
Yeah, well, it's surprising to me, because honestly, the only people I know who play Dark Souls are the people, like me, Nick, Dustin, we all play it. But there are people who are really into RPGs, basically, is what I'm getting at. The hardcore RPG people, because it's not like, you're not entirely into RPGs, Scott, so I wouldn't picture you picking up Dark Souls and be like, let me give this a shot. I'll see how, games that hate people play. No,
right.
It's not that bad. I like over-exaggerating it just because everyone's just gonna be like, I know, right?
Holy shit, bro! He's so insightful!
It's not that hard. I mean, when you play, yes, it has a challenge to it, but it's best way I can describe it, it's old school gaming. You
fuck up, you're fucked, basically.
Well, no, not that. It's not, well, yes, they do have that, but it's most part when you're playing, like, say if you're fighting a boss, it just, learn how he fights, and then you'll find his weakness. Every boss has a different weakness. Sometimes the boss weakness is, maybe you should just try hitting him in his ass or something, They don't have like a glowing red weakness or anything. You just gotta figure out their pattern and just see how you destroy them. I mean, it really is just that kind of mechanic.
Was that a shot at Lost Planet?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, well, sort of. Lost Planet kind of gets annoying when it's just like, how are we gonna destroy it? Probably the big orange pulsing thing.
On his ass. On
his ass or his limbs, I don't know. Yeah, that's also Dead Space 2. Dead Space 3 has that, one enemy that has a bunch of orange shit all over him. Like, hey, Lost Planet called, they want their mechanic back.
Right, I saw that too. I was just like, really?
Yeah, when I played that game, I literally was sitting there just like, I was just like, what the hell? And then I played Lost Planet 3, and I'm like, well, Dead Space 3 did it better than this. But anyways, number 1, Scott. The number 1 that beat out the Dark Souls. It was, what was it?
Japanese Funtime Go?
Close. Very close. Damn near the same video game, actually. It was Titanfall on the Xbox One. That sold $580,000 or copies. I want to say copies because that seems like a piss poor amount of money I'm actually making. So I want to say that's how many copies they sold, which means that's buku money. They do well. They did really well. I know, I get on your ass about being racist, and then here I am doing this shit. Shit, god damn it. Yeah, Titanfall, it looks fun. I'm not gonna play it. So, yeah, whatever. I don't have any moral or anything against, the Xbox One. It's just, I'm not going to play it because I can't get it.
The Xbox One.
Well, I could get the Xbox One. I'm just not spending that kind of money. Anyways,
Ernie,
let's move on. Let's do news. So let's have some fun.
How the fuck did you get up there? Sorry.
Speaking of Titanfall, though, the Xbox 360 port has been delayed again.
Of course it fucking has.
Yes, it is now going to be released, I want to say,
Never?
April 8th.
Oh, wow.
So it was supposed to come out the 25th, so they delayed it another week, unless they delayed it even further. I know it was delayed one more time. Oh yeah, no, April 6th. That's what it was. So yeah, it's been delayed by a week, so I can say, God damn it, Respawn. I don't know what is taking so fucking long getting this 360 version.
I think the whole thing was that they were so proud of themselves. They're just like, oh man, we made this run at 60 frames a second at 1080p, blah, 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 blah. And then they're just like, we have to dumb it down now.
I know, now we gotta make it at 60 frames per second at 720. But, also, going to Titanfall, I just told you what numbers they made there, Scott.
Yeah.
So this next part of news really isn't that interesting, but yeah, they're making a Titanfall 2. Electronic Arts, though, secured the rights to a Titanfall 2, so maybe, I think Respawn is working with EA now. Oh yeah, they were. Okay, good. I know, this is what happens when Brandon doesn't get a chance to actually read the article, so I'm skimming through it, so I'm like, oh yeah, no, they were working with EA, and EA says, yep, we're doing Titanfall 2. I was like, wow!
That was quick.
You guys already announced it. You had, a week of Titanfall being out, and you're like, yeah, let's make a sequel.
Nah, fuck it. Why not?
Let's let it fester first, guys.
Fester? You act like it's a fucking disease.
Let's let it sit there for a while. Let it get, really good following. Like, I know people were excited for it like a motherfucker, but, let's let it catch, where people are clamoring for a sequel, where they're just like, hey guys, where's Titanfall 2? Let's get Titanfall 2. And then you guys can be like, oh, by the way, we've been working on Titanfall 2, motherfucker. Boom! And everyone would think you're the greatest, company ever. But instead, you just seem like, this sold really well, let's announce we're making a sequel. Like, people haven't really even got a chance to play it. I don't know. I don't like that type of thing. No one's excited for Titanfall 2. Because they just got Titanfall 1. They just got the first one. No one's excited for the second one.
As anti-Twitter as I am, hashtag EA is the new Activision.
They are. Well, they might be. I don't know. It'll be really interesting to see where this game goes. Because it might turn into the next Call of Duty where, people are just clamoring for the next one. Or... That
was the joke I was making.
Or it might just go away. People might just be like, that's great and all, but I'm going to go back to Call of Duty. That was fun experience, but... So, let's see how Ghost is going. Everyone bitches about Ghost, but they continue to play it.
Right, I think that's kind of funny.
I think that's hilarious. Also, South Park, fun. I know, I need to get my head straight real quick. Obsidian, the makers of South Park, the video game, the new one, they're they're gonna be making a tank MMO game called Armored Warfare. It's gonna be, unlike the World War II themed World of Tanks, Armored Warfare is gonna be using modern day weapons, vehicles, forest, industry maps. So basically they're taking World of Tanks and saying, hey assholes, let's make a real video game out of this instead of one level.
Welcome to the 21st century.
I am rather curious on why they have to say it's an MMO. I know, massive multiplayer online. I forget what it is. So basically, you know what I hope to see if they're going to make this an MMO tank game?
If it was a MMORPG, that'd be funny as shit.
No, it's not going to be an MMORPG because that wouldn't make any
sense. That would be funny. Your tank has leveled its treads. You have explored enough of the caverns of Normandy to get sight on your
caverns of basically, what I'm saying, I think they still will have level ups like, any online shooting game does. Like, oh, you've unlocked better track on your tank or whatever gay shit they can add to tanks. But I kind of want to make like a little parody of that now, honestly. Yeah.
It's just like, you have achieved the staff of killing! And it's just like a big stick taped to the side.
Oh, it's all a bunch of cosmetic shit. Like, you have gold-plated armor now. Actually,
Gold is soft as fuck. I know.
I know. But anyways, yeah, they're gonna, the game is, the game's gonna be, big, massive multiplayer tank. So you know what I want to say? If you guys are touting this MMO shit, there better be over like a 50 versus 50 or some bullshit. I want to have 100 tanks charging in on planes, just shoot the shit out of each other.
Oh god, dude. That is one reason why I would get fucking Battlefield 4 on the Xbox One though, because it's fucking 64 player multiplayer. God, that sounds fun.
Oh yeah. Scott, I played on the PS4. It's pretty fucking cool. You know that level I was telling you about where everyone's clammed into one area? That's fucking awesome. They don't have 64 though. That's only a 24 player map. But on the big open ones where there are 64, you know what helps it out so much?
Not being frontline School of War?
No, well, yes. Well, it helps it out because unlike a Battlefield 3 on the PlayStation 3 where it's 24 versus 24, but they still have these massive maps, you have a lot of times where you're just running going, alright, I'll get to the war eventually.
I hated that.
And then, with 64 people, you never really get that run into that issue. You're always like, I'm running a oh god, I'm being shot at! And you're like hiding behind a rock or something, crying for your mom, or at least I was on the open mic just to make sure everyone...
Man down! Man down! I need a chalupa!
I know. I need a chalupa. Exactly, South Park status. Someone give me a revive combo! Anyways, yeah, that's a small little news. There's a trailer that goes with it, but honestly, I don't have time to watch the trailer right now. Speaking of another trailer that I wish I had time, Godzilla has a game. Yes. Godzilla has a game coming out. Yes, it's going to be, and this is an exact quote from the developers, as players pursue Godzilla's foes from the upcoming film. I thought the upcoming film was just Godzilla. I don't know he's going to be fighting Mothra or some shit. They'll travel the world and face dozens of challenges across the lands and sea and air. To keep the pace, new objectives each day's player can upgrade Godzilla to match their playstyle and call upon friends in times of need. So this seems like the other types of Godzilla games. I'm not gonna lie, but I got good news.
Maybe.
You want to hear it?
Maybe.
Want to hear it, Scott? Godzilla Smash 3 is available for free on May 16th. This is going to be free.
Yeah, fuck you, helicopter. Sorry.
I want to reiterate one thing. On May 16th, on iOS and Android devices.
It's a mobile game?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that just dropped the coolness level to like nothing.
It's a puzzle game too. But but it's like a weird puzzle game where you're supposed to destroy the city and shit. But yeah, honestly, when I read that, I was like, oh, it's going to be free. And then I read a little bit further. Oh! On iOS and Android devices. So it's going to be a phone
game.
Oh,
fuck, that's
or if you own a Ouya, the two of you out there, good for you.
The two of you out there? No fucking kidding.
I know. So, congratulations. I do have some...
Congratulations, you bought an outdated medium.
Already, like, I don't even know if they make them anymore, if they already stopped production of the Ouya. That was a...
Probably
I know, and then Amazon's and talks like, well, we might want to try it. Nope, don't even think about it.
Just stop. Fuck off.
But anyways, did you like Far Cry 3?
Never played.
It was really fun. Well, for those of you who do like Far Cry 4, it's coming out. And it's going to be set in the Himalayas. And will feature rideable animals now. And I think that is fucking cool. But...
Can I ride a pig?
Probably not. I would think the rideable animal is going to be... You know what I'd want to do? Ostrich.
Well, fuck you, Brandon. I didn't want to ride a pig anyway.
Ostrich. I want to ride an ostrich.
That'd be cool.
But, okay. So I'm reading it now. So, it's going to be mountainous environments and snowy and all that fun stuff that you would expect from the Himalayas. Also, rideable elephants. Close enough to your pig. You could ride elephants in that. Yeah, that's right. And that's actually what the article says. Yeah, you read that right. They're gonna have rideable elephants. They're gonna have, and they haven't really talked about the new villain, because that was the big selling point of Far Cry 3 was the main villain, or one of the main villains, the boss, the crazy dude with a mohawk, because he was the video game version of Joker. I understand there's video game versions of Joker.
No, you don't.
But
You don't know
this
that.
guy was an original made character who took a lot of the properties from Joker, where, you know, he was such a great villain because he was psychotic as fuck and he'd kill you on the drop of a dime, but then he would also try to be like, oh, no, it's okay, shh, it's okay. And then all of a sudden you'd just be like, you know, like you'd sneeze and be like, I'll fucking kill you! And I'm just like, Jesus Christ. And I'm like, this guy's, he's a good guy to try to kill you, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
you know, they fucked up a little bit in Far Cry 3 that I won't say. But, yeah, hopefully they do good. I don't know. They haven't made any other comments on when it's going to be released. They say late 2014 or early 2015. That's kind of what they're going at. This is probably going to be Ubisoft's big one. Also, real quick, I don't have this on my news list, but Assassin's Creed 5 or whatever, the new Assassin's Creed, this little screenshot was leaked of Paris. So, it's going to be in tall buildings of Paris. Still, I still want to say colonial times, but Paris had taller buildings than, say, the U.S.
They also had bigger bread.
But, good news. Scotty.
The
PlayStation 4, they have released their, basically, they unrevealed their virtual reality headset. So, yeah, we all heard about the Ouya, or not the Ouya, asshole. Fuck you, Brandon. Fuck you. My Oculus Rift. God damn. I custom myself so no one has to. I'm just like, you asshole. So basically Oculus Rift coming out, and now Sony decided to make their own because they saw how many people were excited for the Oculus Rift. For people who don't know what the Oculus Rift was, it was the VR headset that,
Is.
Yeah, is. I say was as if it's already gone. No, it is
right?
The VR headset that everyone was like, when you saw it on, you see it, and it's like, holy shit. And I've heard people talk about it, have actually had it on their head, and they say, it works really great with first-person games. It's beautiful with first-person games, because you really feel like that is the ultimate immersion right there. But they're saying they don't know how it's going to be, with a third-person game, and I agree with that, because the third-person game, you're not that character. You're just like watching a film when you play a third-person game.
If you ever want a really good fucking laugh, just go on YouTube and type in Mirror's Edge Oculus Rift. It's funny as shit. It's the one that I found is a Scottish guy, and every 5 seconds, don't look down, you bitch! Don't look down! Oh my god! Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh no!
That is fucking awesome. Don't look down, you bitch! Don't look down!
And it's like the moments where you can't control her. It's like, god damn it!
That is fucking awesome. Basically from the Project Morpheus is what this was gonna be, called. And
that's a great
it actually
name.
is pretty fucking cool. I was like, does the Matrix owe you guys kind of, But it's going to be a 1080p display on a 5-inch screen. That doesn't seem like it's that great, but it's going to be 90-plus degree field, so you can turn, at least 90 degrees at the very least. And it's going to be on the PS4, so developers are already getting it, and it's going to be interesting to see how this VR shit's working. And Scott, I'm going to be the first hand to tell you, thank fucking Christ that motion gaming is fucking dead. And we're moving on to, virtual reality, because that's what I wanted. I didn't want, I didn't want Wii or the Kinect and bullshit. No. I want to be able to sit on my couch and just be immersed by having a screen 2 inches away from my eyes.
Okay, well, some of the shit on Kinect, though, is actually pretty fucking cool. Like the new one, how, people are making horror games, but they're actually making it so it uses the Kinect and it can see your heart rate and your stress level and fuck with you more. That's fucking cool.
Well, that's also what the Oculus Rift is doing as well, so.
Is it now?
They'll actually have a heart monitor that's, that'll be attached to your arm. There's a game out there right now that has a heart monitor attached. I don't know if it's out or if it's beta. I don't know. I heard about this game. Had a heart monitor attached to you, and basically it would only get more scary and start fucking with you more and make the game harder as if your heart starts speeding up. So if you were able to stay calm the entire time. But someone made a very good point saying, well, that's not a really good thing because you need the ups and downs. Because if your heart's always racing like, oh God, and then you just die, and then you're just like, you need to have it so that way the game's just like, oh, his heart's nice and steady. Oh, now his heart's back up. And that was hard.
Well, the whole thing about it wasn't meant to be just like a regular game. It was meant to be something to help people deal with their fears and deal with stress.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Because that's what the whole deal about that was, is they were making it so that it would help people deal with their shit. So it teaches them to calm the fuck down and stop being a pansy, and then everything will get easier.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Scott. You know that game Outlast you did a little piece for on the site? I have it on my PS4. I'm yet to start it. There's a part of me, because I know what the gameplay mechanics are, like you can't fight, all you can do is run and hide. And I'm just like, alright, I need to man up one of these times, because, I heard a review on it, and one of the things he mentioned was, so it has the most scariest goddamn enemy, a big dude charging full speed at you with his dong hanging out. And he's just flopping around. That is the scariest goddamn thing. And I'm like, oh god, I don't know. But we'll see. I almost, since you have so much time off, Scott, have you gotten around to playing it at all?
I don't have fucking time off. What are you talking about?
You have a bunch of time off this next week is what I'm saying.
I could probably play some, but I don't even have the game, so I'm kind of useless.
Play the game.
Oh, play with you so we can do like a bloody time? That'd be fun.
Yeah, something like that, where we're both just going, ah! Ah! And so,
yeah, give me a day. I'll fucking do it.
That's one of those games I'm just like, you know what, this would make a perfect thing for... Actually, it'd be because I can't get the videos off the PS4 because they still have that DMR bullshit. But we can do a live...
So what the fuck is the point of having the DVR shit on there if you can't even, upload them to anywhere without getting copyright issues?
Well, you can upload them to Twitch, which Twitch doesn't have a problem with copyright stuff, but Twitch will not save them because that costs a lot for server-wise. You can upload them to Ustream, and I don't know if Ustream will save them or not. I'll have to experiment with Ustream a little bit. You can upload them to Facebook, which we might...
Well, yeah, because Facebook don't give a fuck.
We can upload it to Facebook just fine, which I think we might do. The thing is, it only does 15-minute segments, so we'd have to really try to time it out with ourselves.
Well, that's really all the time that we do for Bloody Times anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, it is all the time. The only problem I have with the PS4, the way it records, is it doesn't put up a little time on what time I'm at. It just will randomly stop. So you kind of need a timer with you. But anyways, yeah, that is a game. It'll be something I want to see. But anyways.
Yeah, give me a day, I'll do it.
Actually, I might just start uploading to our Facebook page and just having our Facebook exclusive people get special PS4 videos. But anyways, you got news?
Not really. Only thing I found was that Battlefield's getting another DLC this week.
Nothing more against Chinese?
As far as I know, it's a couple new maps and a game mode.
Nice. Anyways, let's move on to questions and comments is what I'm going to be calling this now. And before we get started, for people who are here right now and who may not know this, we will talk about all of your comments and questions. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be just, good job, guys. We will read them out loud on the air. So, doesn't matter. If you have something you want to say to us personally, we'll read it. We'll answer it. It doesn't have to be actual questions. Just shit for us to talk about. Whatever's on your mind. And you can find us. You can ask us these things in one of 3 ways. Or actually 4 ways, technically. You could go to our Facebook, which is a very popular decision, usually. It's my personal favorite because then everyone can see it. The Facebook page, Bloody Screen Podcast, and you can ask us stuff, and you just put in the messages or comment on a post. You can do it on YouTube, comments. It's pretty self-explanatory. You could email us at bloodyscreenpodcast@gmail.com. And the last, least way that no one will ever do for some reason, probably because you have to make an account or something. But go to our forums on our website, bloodyscreenpod.com. Thoughts about the site. We actually have a forum right there. Thoughts about the site. Just put it in there.
Wait, you have to make an account to comment on the forums?
Just put it in the forums, because Nikki G, when he revamped our site, took away the comments section. So you actually have to... I can't stay mad at him.
I can. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, basically that's kind of what happened. But anyways, it made it easier to navigate the site, though, taking away the comments. But let's get in with our first question from Jason. This one is an actual question. And he had, hey guys, Jason. Yeah, I could tell when I recognize your email, Jason. Just letting you know. But I've missed a few weeks, but it's good to see the show's still going on. I have a gaming question. Do you think a game could work where you are? I think he used the wrong "your." It's okay. The villain, where you're the villain could work. Hold on. Do you think a game where you're the villain could work? There. All right. I say yes. All right, next question. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, it could work. It could work. I wouldn't say if you play a game where you're a Nazi could work. No, but you know what I would want to see, Scott? My personal answer for this. I want to see a game where I play as a Sith Lord the entire time. Like, not Force Unleashed status where you start out as a Sith Lord and be like, oh, now he's good again. No. I want to be a fucking Sith Lord from the beginning, like, through training, kill some Jedi, become king shit of fuck mountain, and the game ends. Like, there is no redemption for my character. That's kind of what I want, because I'm a Star Wars whore. Or even a superhero game with that same concept where I play as the villain who just, wins. Kind of like, Megamind thing, but less comedic. Would you want to see a game, or you think it could work? Where people play as the villain, not a, what the hell? I'm forgetting. A reluctant hero or a, what the hell's that? Like, he's not a hero, not an antagonist. What the hell's that? I know the name of it. I'm just blanking.
Neutral?
No, not neutral. Well, that's kind of what it is, but anti-hero. Not an anti-hero like, Devil May Cry, Dante, and all that shit, where they're not afraid to kill. Like, no, a straight-up fucking villain.
Yeah.
Do you think we could, do you think as a society people would be like, oh yeah, that's cool? I mean, in a way, Grand Theft Auto is kind of that way, if you think about it, because those guys aren't good people. Like, Trevor was not a good person. We actually have a game. No. We actually have a game where you play as a villain. I just now realized that. Fucking Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah, there you go.
Trevor, he is a villain if I've ever saw one. He is a crazy, sadistic, fucking sociopathic bastard. Oh my god, yeah. You want games where you can play as a villain? Play that.
Grand Theft Autos.
Grand Theft Autos. I mean, I would say Fable, except for Fable, the fact is that you are still, even if your asshole kills villagers for fun, you're still taking on the central villain type thing. And I do want a game where you could play as a villain taking on the hero, not just some other villain. But yeah, I don't know. Will you have any dream of playing as a villain there, Scott?
I do. I'd like to be a villain and see the villain win. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be awesome. A friend of mine always wanted to, him and I were really into Lord of the Rings, and he always told me, he's like, you know what? I wish they made a second edition of this where they show the, Sauron win. They show the armies of the good get defeated, and just so we could see what would happen. He was always,
and then it becomes like red versus blue fucking on Lord of the Rings, because there's just going to be sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah, basically. It really, what was it? It was always funny because a friend of mine, I know Brandon, I always make the jokes on how much I like killing in video games, but I still pick the hero path. I don't know about you, but I always do.
Yeah.
I always had a friend of mine who always would pick the villain path, and it would always be kind of funny when we're playing. It would be like, we'd just have, because I grew up back in the days, folks, back when you actually, if you wanted to talk to your friends and play video games at the same time, they had to come over your house.
You had them come over.
Yeah. So he came over my house, and I was playing, I think I was playing the first Fable or something. And he was seriously fucking Lord Sidious. He was just sitting there like, kill her. Murder her. Do it. Give in to your hatred. I'm like, no. Like, do it. Do it. And I gave in and I killed her, and he's just like, And he was actually started doing the voice after a while, and I'm just like, no. And I even did the, Star Wars Episode 3 thing. Like, what have I done? No!
You've killed the younglings!
Basically. He turned me to the dark side. I had my Anakin moment. I stood up like Darth Vader. No! Yeah, basically, like I said, you kids that play online, you go over your friend's house. Go play play on the same screen. It just brings so much more fun than just over a microphone. Alright. Mike. How you doing, Mike? You're a good man. He put us something on Facebook. It says, how you guys doing? Doing fine, Mike. Thanks for asking. Mr. Nerdbag back here. And for the first time on Facebook. Yes. No rush with the previous request. He's mentioning our trailer talks and the 2 movie reviews he's asking us to do. They will come out, sir!
We just have to find them.
I have to find the movies first. The trailer talk for the Raid 2, we gotta get that out soon, Scotty, because I don't know when the movie's actually coming out yet. So, we'll try to get that done as soon as possible. We got a lot of free time this upcoming week, so we will get it done this week when it will come up.
Yes, we will.
Soon. But, in the meantime, I got more topics if you're interested. Of course we're interested, Mike. What else would we do? Just say, never mind, we're good.
Yeah, fuck it.
With the new increasing threat of World War III, real quick, Scott, do you think we'd actually go to war with Russia?
I think we'd kick some ass.
America! Honestly, I don't think Russia has much, everyone's like, well, what about, I wouldn't think it would be World War III. I mean, Russia, they'll give us a run for our money a little bit, it'd be like, but in the end of it all, it'd be like Rocky versus the hanging cow that he just punches the shit out of. I don't really believe, if it was China, then I'd be like, okay, maybe we should pull a Canada thing here, eh? But anyway.
You want some fucking syrup?
I know. What do you guys think about about doing an episode that representation of fiction and the media? Oh, in the fiction and the media. Okay, of the World War III.
I think we would need to, get some tattered ass clothing,
yes.
Go into somebody's backyard and film that shit. That'd be funny.
I know that would be. I know some random person's backyard. What is going on? Homeless people are in my backyard.
Or like what South Park did. I told you kids to stop doing tales of betrayal in my goddamn garden.
Dude, I dug that so much. Just in the back of his garden, just like, kid, you're the 3rd person he said that to. Wait, what? Fuck you, old man!
Wait till he stabs you in the back.
I told you to get the hell out of my fucking garden. And then yes, we will do a World War II show, but in a different form than maybe what you're thinking. I'll explain that a little bit later, but let me first get through your whole thing. Do you think it might really happen someday? Yeah, sure.
Yes.
I'm not opposed to it. I don't think it's going to happen with Russia.
I'm not opposed to war. Fuck it.
Well, I'm not opposed to the idea. I'm not saying it's not like ghosts, where if someone tells me oh, this place is haunted, fuck you, no, it's not. You're just having a really active imagination. World War III, yeah, could happen. I don't think it's going to happen with Russia personally. I just think it's kind of that Cold War status where we're like, yeah, what?
I'll flex my big American muscle at you.
It's like, we're the 2 big kids on the playground right now, bumping chests, like, what, huh? Yeah, no, this side's my half, that side's your half, man. I don't know why we're a bunch of bros now, but, this side is my half, bro. Do not fuck with me.
My vodka make you very sick.
Yeah, I know, yeah. My moonshine hit, no, I'm kidding. Anyways, plus, why is it that we have so many good books like Tom Clancy's Red Storm Rising and video games, COD, of course, and World in Conflict, worth checking out if you haven't played it. No, I have not. I will check it out, sir.
I noticed how he never mentioned Metro either. The books or the games.
Metro, the books. You gotta get into Metro, sir. It's actually Russian, too. What do you know? They're a bunch of Russians. The games are awesome. The books, they're alright. With World War III scenario, but not much in the form of movies. Red Dawn, that's it, really. Red Dawn really isn't World War III, in my opinion. That's more like us just getting invaded, because we don't have any allies in Red Dawn, in my opinion. But, yeah, I could see it was made during the Cold War times, but, World War III movies, I'm kind of in that boat, too. I can't think of any, personally. I don't know. Can you think of any World War II movies? Or World War III movies? They are out there. I know they are. Just off the top of my head.
No fucking way. Sorry, off topic here, but I'm still playing Battlefield, and I just killed a guy named John Denver, Colorado.
That was fucking awesome. Yes. I'm trying to think. World War III. Nothing's coming to my head. You know what's going to happen to me, Scott? I'm going to turn off this podcast, where I'm going to be like, alright, Scott, see you later. I'm going to walk my dog, and all of a sudden, shit! I just remember that movie. So, yeah, they are out there. I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Most of them are sci-fi.
Yeah, they're mostly, yeah. But
because a lot of them are they're like Skyline, for example. That's World War III, but against the entire world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically. Yeah, they do a lot more alien invasions, but World War III status, I'd have to say it'd have to be, more 80 movies, because that's when the Cold War was happening. It was towards the end of the Cold War, so that was when it was still prevalent.
Yeah.
Unlike now. And also, his third paragraph here. Also, you should watch the movies Missiles of October and or 13 Days about the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962. And how close we came to nuclear Armageddon. Both movies are currently free on YouTube. Thank you for the recommendation, sir. I will check them out. Yes. We will check them out. And to your first thing about doing the thing about World War III, like an entire show about it and the fiction and media, let's put it this way. As we kind of showed it, there really isn't much movies on it. But what we can do, I mean, we could do a video game thing on it, but, you know, that's just us talking about Call of Duty, basically.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to say this. We're going to do more of a post-apocalyptic show.
Because there's a lot more examples of that, because
Yeah.
looking at the list of all of the post-apocalyptic movies and stuff, it's mostly zombie movies.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's a lot of zombie movies, and I'm a huge fan of the genre in general. You know, I love all those. I'm a sucker for that traditional post-apocalyptic thing where, you know, there's no water, everything's desert now. Everyone's, you know, you have the Mohawk marauders going, you know, let's rape and eat babies, yeah!
That's a wonderful screen name, Mohawk Marauder.
Yeah, that is actually, that's my indie band, Mohawk Marauder. Yes, yeah, but we will be doing that because we're bringing back the Movie Thing podcast, sir. What's happening until I get the return of Nicholas G? Every other week, we're going to be doing Movie Thing podcast. Like next week, Movie Thing podcast. The week after that, Bloody Screen. We're going to go back and forth because I have noticed, you know, just by even looking at our website, people still go back to the Movie Thing podcast to listen to me and Nicky G talk about movies. So I kind of want to bring that back. Plus, I love talking about film. So I will watch those 2 movies before next week, and I will let you know what I think of those movies. And we will go from there.
Maybe we can do a Movie Thing podcast about the movie that I'm making.
Oh, yes, and the movie thing. Yeah, we'll mention about that, too. And then maybe, you know... yeah, we'll just end it on that. But yes, sir, God, yeah. Yes to everything. I don't know. You asked a few things in there, so thank you, sir, again. Thank you. That was awesome. You were great. But, yeah. I will have to check out that, the Tom Clancy Red Storm Rise. I haven't read too many Tom Clancy books, I'm not gonna lie. Just, to my knowledge, he does a lot of wordage. Like, I tried to read one of his books, and I forget what it was, and he was really explanatory on what was happening. I'm like, dude, you do not need to explain what the room looked like. You could just say, it's a military room, and I'll picture something myself. You don't need to explain every single button on the wall. But anyways.
He's also eating a lot of dirt these days.
Oh, God. I don't even know if that's too soon, because I don't really remember when he died.
He only died in, like, November, I think.
Okay. Yeah, that's a little too soon.
I have to do my lame joke. You can't end it before I do my joke.
Okay, alright. Do your end joke.
Why couldn't the bicycle stand up?
Because he didn't have a kick? I don't know.
It was too tired.
God damn. God, this is why we keep you, so that way you can keep doing those goddamn jokes out of your little coloring book of jokes.
Thank you.
Anyways, we're out of here. If you didn't cut your wrist off that joke, we'd love to hear from you. Tell your joke, tell your friends. Tell your friends, tell your family about us. We want to, you know, and if you got anything for us to talk about, please let us know. We'd love to just sit around and chat about random shit. Thank you all. Good night.